Hi, I'm Stephanie Gerard, and I'm here with Jeannine Stein, the author of Rebound and Adventures in Bookbinding, and she has a great tutorial to share with you today on making a mini pocket travel journal.
Yes, I do, Stephanie. Thank you so much for having me. This is a wonderful, fun project. It's very easy and it has a little surprise inside.
Oh yeah?
So you open it up and you have your pages, then you turn it to the back and yes, a Turkish map fold. This one actually has a map on it. But
awesome.
But it's really fun, and if you're traveling and you want to just put a map in there for where you're going, just so there's a little reference, there you go.
Awesome. And now is this going to be a hard project, or how easy is it to do?
Very simple. Beginners can definitely do this project.
Okay, what do we need to get started?
Okay, so we're going to start with a sheet of cardstock, and I've scored it 3.5 inches from one side. And you can do that with any kind of scoring tool, or you can just take a metal ruler and a scoring tool and just go straight down like that.
Awesome.
To make your score. It just makes it easier to fold. So we have that done. So I'm going to fold it up like this, and whenever we have a fold, it's always better to really emphasize that fold with a bone folder. This is a very inexpensive tool. It's really great for bookbinding. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to sew our pages inside. We're going to use something called a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, which is the easiest bookbinding stitch ever. So here are my pages. Then I've got 6 pages nested together, and this is the template that I'm going to use for punching my holes. And as you can see, there are 3 equidistant marks on the inside, and I'm going to put this into the middle of my pages here. I'm going to center it, and then this goes into the cover. And there's about 1/8 of an inch top and bottom right there. So I'm going to take an awl, and this is going to help me get through all of those sheets of paper and the cover. So I'm going to hold it at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to hold the awl parallel to the table, and every place that there's a mark, I'm going to push my awl through. Just like that, and the goal is to come up right on the fold. If you don't come up right on the fold, it's fine, don't worry about it. The bookbinding police will not come and find you.
Now is this hard? How hard are you pushing?
I'm not pushing hard at all. I mean, I do have a stack of pages to go through, but I'm not even breaking a sweat.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we're going to sew up the book using this 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I've threaded a needle with wax linen thread. It's the go-to thread for bookbinding. It's very strong. I'm going to start in the middle from the inside, and I'm going to take my needle through. I'm going to leave about a 3 or 4 inch tail, and then you can go to either hole. I'm going to go up to this one from the outside, come back through. I'm going to skip the middle hole and go down to the last one from the inside. Now when I come up through this hole again, I'm going to put my needle so that it comes out on the opposite side of that center stitch from the tail thread. So the tail thread is here, I'm coming up on the opposite side. And the reason we're doing this is after we tighten this by pulling parallel to the spine, both threads.
And that's important so you don't rip the pages.
Correct. If I pull straight up, I always have the risk of ripping pages, which we don't want to do. So I'm pulling parallel to the spine. And now I'm going to tie a double knot. So when I do that, I really capture that center stitch, and that those pages are not going anywhere.
Right, and it looks pretty too.
Thank you, yes. It makes a very attractive stitch. I'll just snip the stitches, and that part of the book is done.
Awesome.
Now we have the Turkish map fold, which is basically a very easy origami fold. And I'm starting with this piece of paper. It's 11 inches by 6 1/4 inches, but you can vary the size for whatever size project that you have. I'm going to start by folding it in half this way. And again, I just always want to use my bone folder to get nice crisp folds. I'm going to take that on the folded side, and they're going to bring them down together like this.
Now how fussy do you need to be about this?
Don't need to be fussy at all. It's a very, very forgiving fold. So if origami isn't your thing, not a problem. Now we're going to do a reverse fold. So I'm going to open up this side right here, and I'm going to turn this mountain fold into a valley fold by just pushing that in. So we're retaining the same shape. That's now just inside instead of outside. Same thing over here. We're just going to open it up, turn that mountain fold into a valley fold. Now we're going to take this flap here, the both sides, and these are going to come together just like that. Meet in the middle, press it with a bone folder, flip it over, same thing. Just bring these together so they meet in the middle, and press it with the bone folder. That reverse fold that we just did, we're going to do one more time. So I'm going to open this up, and this fold now is going to get reverse folded, but you see we're keeping the same shape, same house shape. I'm going to push that in, Same thing here, turning it over, pushing it in. And the last one here, opening it up and pushing it in. Neaten that up a little bit. And then just give it one more press with your bone folder. This now will get glued into the back of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure that you're oriented the correct way, just if it's a one-way design. I'm going to just take some glue stick, I would glue up the back of it, put it right there, about 1/8 of an inch away from the spine of the book.
Mm-hmm. And that accounts for the depth.
That's correct, yes. So you don't want it right against the spine. And then I'm just going to fold this over. Don't need to measure it because it just folds naturally right like that. And your book is done.
Right, and let's see, when you've added a bit of cording.
Yes, I just added this beautiful sari ribbon here and just sort of knotted it just to make a nice little closure. And this is a mini pocket travel journal. I'm just going to undo the closure and open it up. You can see you have your pages for notes, little drawings. And when you open it to the back, you have this wonderful pop-out map. It's called a Turkish map fold. This is great for when you're traveling if you want a little cheat sheet of where you're going. If you're also doing a card, this makes a really fun pop-out if you want to do a little happy birthday, happy anniversary pop-out. And just close it up like that.
That is just darling. I can't wait to make a whole bunch of these for all my friends. Maybe a great stocking stuffer.
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks so much, Jeannine.
Thank you, Stephanie.